Hey everyone, Alexander Matthias here from saxophoneMasterclass.com. Thank you so much for checking out this video. In today's lesson, I'm going to show you 2 ways in which you should practice your scales on the saxophone. Now we're going to be using the notes of the G major scale, and if you don't know the notes of G major, you can actually download those fingerings for free at saxophoneMasterclass.com/G major. There's a link below this video. So I'm going to use the notes of G major as an example to show you how you should practice your scales, especially if you're a beginner. But this is also a great exercise even if you're a more advanced player. I still practice my scales in this way every single day. Now this lesson is actually taken from my Saxophone Success Path, which is a step-by-step path that I've created that takes you from learning the saxophone from absolute scratch to then advancing to learning your favorite songs, learning how to play by ear, learning how to jam with other musicians, and developing the confidence to play for friends and family, and even to play in public as well. So I've had many students go through this Saxophone Success Path and exceed their goals on saxophone. It's completely step by step, so you don't get overwhelmed, you don't get frustrated, you don't get confused by the difficulties of the saxophone, because I show you every detail of what it is you need to learn in order to master the sax. So if this sounds like a path you'd love to follow, why not go and check it out inside my Saxophone Masterclass membership. You can learn more at saxophoneMasterclass.com/membership. We only open a few times a year, but if you go to the website, you'll see when we're open for enrollments next. And you can join the waiting list to be the first to know when the Saxophone Masterclass membership is open. In the meantime, I really hope you enjoyed today's lesson and happy playing. Okay everyone, so you've learned your G major scale. Now I want to show you how you should practice this scale. And for beginners, there's 2 ways that you want to practice this. One is called legato, and the other is just tonguing. So I've shown you what tonguing is, I've shown you how to do it. What I want you to do is purposely practice playing G major and tonguing each individual note, like this. Okay, so as you can see, I did it very slowly and I was tonguing each individual note. So I want you to work on this, take it slow, don't rush, try and keep every note even and the same. So you're not making one note long and one note short, you're keeping everything even. A good way to work on this is actually to use a metronome, and I put a link in the description to a metronome I use, and just put it on a slow setting like 60 beats per minute, that's 60 BPM. You could also use your phone to download an app as well, and there's a link to a couple of apps in the description of this video. Now every time you're practicing scales, I want you to take it slow like that, but I also want you to practice not tonguing. So we want to develop our technique of tonguing, but we also want to develop our legato technique. Now legato means you're not tonguing any of the notes, you're keeping them smooth and connected the entire time. Let me show you what I mean. So that's what the G major scale sounds like when I'm not tonguing any of the notes and I'm just keeping them very smooth and very connected the entire time. So this is just another technique that you want to be able to develop. You may even find that this is harder than tonguing each individual note. And that's why I want you to practice it, because this is a very important technique when you want to play smooth, ballad-like songs and you want to keep everything flowing. So there's just 2 ways to play your scales and practice your scales. Again, using a metronome, taking it slowly, and practicing in 2 different ways, legato and tonguing. Alright everyone, I really hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Remember, this is part of my Saxophone Success Path, which you can get inside the Saxophone Masterclass membership. Just go to saxophoneMasterclass.com/membership to learn more about that. And not only do you get a curated path to follow with hundreds of lessons and videos and PDFs and audio files, but you also get feedback from me personally as you're working through the Saxophone Success Path. So you're never lost, you're always getting feedback, you're always getting constructive criticism as you're working through the curriculum. Not only that, but there's also an incredible community inside the membership which you can share your progress with, ask questions, share your journey, encourage and motivate one another as you're progressing and mastering the saxophone. So again, we only open a few times a year for new enrollments. So if you want to see if we're open right now, just go to saxophonemasterclass.com/membership. And if we're not open, you can just join the waiting list and be the first to know when we're going to be open for new enrollments. Alright everyone, I really hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and until next time, happy playing.